What's up, sweaties? How you guys doing? Hope you guys having a fantastic day today. Welcome, welcome. What is today, you might ask? Well, today is a DGD, which is a different game day, which is where I play different games throughout the stream. And do you know what we have for today? Well, we're just going to be leveling up our knowledge in Unreal Engine 5, making our development skills become that much stronger. And then right after that, we got some Star Wars Battlefront 2 and some Star Wars Empire War. Well, the Separatist army will be fighting against the Republic with ground forces never seen before in Star Wars Galaxy history. But first, we must get into some Unreal Engine 5 development here, because you know what we have? We have this. Sorry about that, had some technical difficulties. Let's get in. Because what I want to first do today in the Unreal Engine Oh, sorry about that. Let's get in. Because we have this awesome stuff that we're getting into. It's getting pretty crazy. We have Unreal Engine 5 development, and we had some, well, we've been doing basically some blend with me too, but that's kind of has to be in conjunction with the whole landscaping stuff that we've been learning. And with Project Valor, we have some important stuff here. We have, which I'm going to do first, we've figured out within the past few days some important knowledge, which as you can see here, which I want to kind of get rid of this error. Nanite is enabled, but cannot render because the project has Nanite disabled in the initialize file, which is true. I've turned that off. We're not going to use nanites because of just how unoptimized it is. But, I mean, it's a little, well, for the project that we have. In other cases, it'll be okay. But since we're trying to get really performant here, and maybe even step up the player count if, like, right now we're kind of going for 30v30. But maybe beef that up a little bit more. Why not? We could. The map size could hold it, but it's just, really depends. So we'll first try to go for that. Oh, and also I watched some stuff of like Unreal Engine, talking about they just added in 5.6, which sucks because I want to wait for like 5.6.1. But it seems like they added a new first-person type of thing, which, oh, yeah, Yo, remember the thing of like Red Orchestra 2? I was like, yo, they're using Unreal Engine 3 and they're doing the viewport stuff, and it's like, oh, that's so cool. They're doing all that neat stuff of like, oh, I guess it's just render layers. Guess what? I think it's so weird because I saw the video, I'm like, I don't really care to watch it because I'm not going to use it just yet. So, maybe watch something else. But I was like, you know what? Maybe watch it. And in that, maybe it's not related. Maybe they're using a different technique. But there is a thing that was in Unreal Engine 3 that they got rid of in Unreal Engine 4 that is like the thing that probably is the mechanic that Red Orchestra 2 is using for the interior of the tanks. Where it doesn't render on outer, but renders inner. Which you can do that for only player, but that's not what they're doing. Like it's a view layer thing, I think. Or a render, or it's not render. Well, it is kind of a render layer. It was an Unreal Engine's version of it in Unreal Engine 3. They got rid of it in Unreal Engine 4. So we don't have it anymore. But now, which is funny because that means, because the dude explained it, yeah, so since Unreal Engine 4 till now, there has not been no, like, render layer stuff for Unreal Engine. Which is kind of crazy to think about. Like, there is, but you have to do it. Like, there's nothing built in for it. Just like a branch node. Like, if a branch node wasn't made, we would have to create a branch node every single time we would use engine. So something like that. So in 5.6, but they're only doing for first person right now. And it does take in, which I think is always going to do, because it's just how that system works, it is a little laggy. And you have to turn the setting off to allow for static shadows, meaning all shadows have to be dynamic, most likely. Which is pretty bad for our case, because with the technique prevents, it's really good. It's like it prevents, for the FOV, doesn't like scale the weapon, and then also when you get close to a wall, it doesn't go through the wall and clip. Like, it does all that stuff, but all the shadows have to be dynamic. Because you gotta turn off the setting that says allow static shadows. And we're gonna have static shadows for the trees, but if we turn that setting off, we can't, and we have to turn them dynamic, which is more lag. So we'll see, because that's gonna be a challenge. That's always good. That's everybody's challenge. That issue of like the first person, the clipping, and then also looking down and seeing your legs. But I think we're just maybe probably going to do it the armor way, which is not really good. Like, it's, because the dude explained it in thing 2, which I already know. But, yeah, there's problems of doing it, and Arma has it because they do it that way. Where where you zoom out, everything is so scaled in a unnatural way. Which makes sense, but because it's like old technology, but, people were still doing it at that time. But Arma's Arma, though. So that was a little enlightening. A lot of new stuff. 5.6 seems really good. Like a really good step in a direction. And 5.7, because some stuff I've seen in 5.7, it seems like 5.6 is like getting at all the Unreal Engine stuff kind of set up for 5.7. So 5.6 and 5.7 is kind of like one big update, which is really good, and it's containing a lot of goodies, and it's changing the Unreal Engine because they're adding that like UI bit right here, which is making it like more Blender. Like, this looks a little less Blender because that like UI isn't extended, but once you're gonna have that UI there, funny enough that I just talked about in Blender, this part, where it's like you got that it's the same thing, like there's just nothing there, but once you add it there, it looks even closer to Blender, which I like. It's a really nice feature. But it's funny because it's just like, wait a second, that's Blender. I'm familiar with this. So let's get in, let's figure out some stuff, and let's get some stuff done. And in order to do so, we got to Raise it up some. But yo, shout out to the sweaties. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. Welcome, welcome. It's great to see Lil John. It's great to see my sweaty lurkers and VOD watchers. We're going to be going in the property matrix, and we're going to be doing stuff. But you have, hope you have a great and sweaty day. Love the background. Yeah, appreciate you. Welcome, welcome. The, oh yeah, OC256. Well, yeah, the main questing stuff that I've been doing, because I just did a lot of it today, and, like, unique stuff, too. Because well, it's interesting because with, like, going into very fine specifics, like, what exactly is this going to do? It's like, yeah, I want this quest to be this. We've already, like, that's been made since day one. Like, legit, which is so nice, which is legit so nice. So the whole preparation of getting the, kind of the design document stuff set up, even before I knew about the term design document from Timothy Kane, shouts out. He, with the document, I wanted this type of quests to happen, and for certain type of people to be, you know, quest givers and stuff like that, boom, 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 and boom, boom. So now I've put that in, you know, it's like, okay, cool, but what is exactly how that's going to work? And so getting the first part of everything done, of like the intro, is done. So it's really so easy to kind of make everything, because now I got the template, I already got the givers, I already kind of know what this is going to be in the like samples of like, yeah, this one's going to give a sample, but the other one's going to be like this, which is so cool because I mean, it's like a rapid fire like 5 of them today without spending more than like 2 hours on it, which is because one of them, because there was big decisions I had to make, thinking of how we're going to go in, or how the well, I don't go into too much specifics, but like there's a specific detail. Instead of just doing, like, just returning something, you gotta return something with something, or with a specific something. And I was like thinking about that, like, oh wait, is there a way to do that? So I actually did some research and found out we can actually I found another piece of the puzzle. I think it's needed, but that means, hey, more some blend with me. Or maybe the sweaty devs can go after it, because I don't know yet. I don't know if I want to do it or not, because it's a weird device. But I forget what it's called. It starts with an L, but it's basically a dry freezer. And it's so you can extract the sample of and you get this, and you dry freeze it, so then you can store it, and then take it, and then put it into something. That's the idea. Because I'm thinking, okay, what other it's all just like, it's not a fetch, well, I guess they are fetch quests, but like, not in traditional way. So I'm like trying to like make it different. So like, if you're going to do a side quest, I want that to be different and like weird. So like, if you do it, you get rewarded, and you can, because if you do this, if you get that sample, and if you are like thinking about it, because if not, because we're not really going to tell the player too much, but it's like, because sandbox, you want to take that sample and kind of make duplicates, because you can, or not, and boom, it's gone. And then you kind of mess that up, which is part of the whole thing, you know, like it's like heavily, that like the whole sandbox aspect is heavily inspired off of Dead Rising 2. Which I think the first one had it as well, but the time mechanic is where it's like, okay, you got these story acts, you could fail them, most of them you can fail, you don't have to rescue nobody, and you can have that type of ending. Or you can rescue everybody, or half the people, or certain people, and have certain events happen, and acts happen, or shorten the game's ending, and that's how that's going to be. So it's kind of trippy to see that, because that means with all the other puzzle board pieces kind of clicking in now, it's like, wait, we could do that, and it's like, yeah, it'd be a side quest, and boom, 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 do this, without, have this specific detail, and then we got that all done, besides the freezer thing, which is, I think would be sick, which is actually a really great mechanic, because that's going to make stuff more fun for people. Which is, instead of just splicing two things together to get a amalgamation of one, because you have something of one and you can amalgamate it, you can kind of take that from that one, do your whatever to it, or take the specific trait, store it, and then put it onto that sample specifically. But that's like at the higher level stuff. So, and it's not needed. So you don't need to do all that stuff. But if you do that stuff, you get a more cool and fun experience, and then you get more stuff, and then all that stuff. It's like, so it's really rewarding, and it's cool because doing the testing. Because every time, hey, sweaty devs, when you do your stuff, try to test as much as possible. Because it really does help when you come back. Because when you're in that current mindset, in like, okay, I got this quest, I want to make this. Okay. Alright, so delete the save files, go in, alright, let's track it. Boom, 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 alright, see how that goes, okay, that's cool. You know, move around and test it, you really get a different perspective, especially for, like, that type of thing. It's like, yeah, it's a little too repetitive. I'm more than willing to just easily just create a new device, add it in with simple functionality, and that's kinda chilling like Krillin. Which is, especially that type of device, pretty simple. It's just annoying. I say it's annoying, but it's going to be kind of similar to the mixer in a way, which is annoying because I've almost burnt myself out on the mixers. Got heavily exhausted off of them, but I learned everything that I know from them. So it's just like, oh, I can never return back to them again, because I'm going to copy and paste it and just change it. Because why build it from scratch when you can do it like that? Because it could be basically the same device. Not basically, it is. It's going to be the exact same device, but used in a different way to produce different results. Which is going to be awesome. So it goes, oh man, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for that stuff. It's going to be so cool. And we got this. Oh, so dope. Sweaty dev sweating. Oh. Well, before I go into this, well, actually, no, I'll go into this first. Where's, yeah, let's do Norway. Yeah, let's do, because we're working with those. Static mesh. Also, I see that the metahuman creator in 5.6 is so good. I might upgrade to it. I might. I'm getting close. I would have loved, because I saw just what you could do with it a little bit more. I was going through some stuff and it's like, oh, look at this. You could easily bend the shape of the characters now. I'm like, oh, you can? Bruh. Like an actual really good character creator? Like, yes. Like, not just a preset one, but one that, like, you can really make unique characters. It's like, oh. We already get really good characters so far, but there is one specific character that I want to create that looks one-to-one. And it's only going to be her face, so I'm just going to, like, render out her face. But I need her face to be, like, you know, the same type of face. And her name is, It's funny because I know it's like AA. It's something. But she's an Easter egg. I'm not going to say what, but she's an Easter egg. Especially related to the game. I'm trying to remember. I'm so bad with names, but also her name is really hard to remember, so I'm not going to remember it. But, oh, not export. Yes, please. But, it's hard, it's gonna be hard to make her face. There's, like, certain faces you cannot make with the default metahuman face creator. Because it all uses the presets, all this stuff, which is really great. You can make thousands of faces. Tens of thousands. No, maybe thousands. Maybe even hundreds, actually, I don't know. Because you do, it's hard to create different ones. I've used a metahuman creator a lot. I've created, how many? Like near 20 plus metahumans. A lot of them for OZ256. I probably nearly created 30. Yeah, 30. A lot of them for OZ256 Outbreak. So, like, really try to make them different, look different, and, like, all that stuff. It's really hard. But it's doable. What were we looking for? Oh, nanite. Oh, that's right. We don't gotta edit via property mixer. We can just go boom, boom, boom. Disable nanite. Control Shift S. And then we're gonna put all the foliage in the thing because I didn't have time to do that because I was doing outbreak stuff. Oh, and well, I wanted to get some other stuff done, but for the things, but I'll do that another time. It's all good. It is really nice that turning the nanite setting off doesn't just crash my PC. It explodes. Why did you say anything? No. There we go. I guess I could do it with all of them, but I don't want to like select all the assets and like be like just undo it on all of them because you're just loading. Because when you're doing this and be like, hey, disable, it goes through each one, checks it, so it loads it. That's why it says, which is nice because it should warn you and should tell you that you're technically loading when you do like fix redirectory on your main directory or fix whatever it's called. Update redirector references. It's like, careful, you're about to load 100 assets. It's like, true, but you're okay most of the time. But you are about to load 100 assets so you can fix all the stuff on them. And that's what we're doing here. And then which is the more laggy process. And then do it each time so you don't have a super laggy process of saving. Like if you just go in rapid fire each one and then save all at once, so you have like 80 assets, you are more likely to crash. And if you do it incremental, you then, if you do crash, like if I crash right now, I already did the first batch, so I don't gotta redo the first batch. Which is great, so it's all good. All good there, laddie. I do wanna, I guess during these times, we could do something here. I do want to remove some more leaves. Also, I tried to figure out how to like mask out this stuff, but guess what? Blender changed in 4.5 and changed where the certain settings to do that. So I don't know how to do. I tried to look for them. I tried to Google it. Maybe it's because it's just this texture. I don't know. But they don't have that one like opacity options here anymore, which is unfortunate. They moved it somewhere, and I tried to search it. They actually removed it, or renamed it, or redid it. So it's something like that, which is interesting. I could be wrong, but maybe it is because it's just how the material is, which makes that even worse. Where it's like, I can do it, but it's just that material thing. Because, it's just like an opacity where you just gotta, like, fix it. Which, oh, speak about opacity. Dithered. Yep, gotta put it to dithered there. But yo, I hope you guys have a fantastic day today. We becoming legends. Is this okay? This, taking a hot minute. Alright, well... I'm just gonna... Because it is less laggy further away, but I have a higher try count for the close model. It's 21,000, while the nanite one is 16,000. So what I want to do is then try to lower that. So how much are these? Well, it puts all that stuff and I can't see. It doesn't matter. Delete. Delete it, lad. Delete it. Okay. So how much is this one? 21,000 still? Dang, so it was like 24? Also, I gotta scale these up after. 20,000? Man, okay. I guess 20,000's good. But I gotta, like, re-import that. Also, what's up with this? It's not, like, crashed. Do you, like, focus on it? What's up with one of them with nanites? One of them without nanite is just kind of, like, bugging this out. Is it, like, loading? It is. We might just restart it real quick. Which one is this? This is for the Common Hazelfield 01. Okay, weird. Also, what does this one have? 19,000. So basically brought it to the 19,000. Right. Okay, this is... Yo, can you just go? Okay, I'm gonna save them in, like, incremental. Because, like, this is... way too laggy. Okay, let's go. Task manager... I mean, it's working. It's working. There's no way that it's like... Well, it's got a lot of memory. CPU is working. Is it like constantly erroring out or something? And I guess we'll just end it. And it don't end. That's where you spam click the end task button until the CPU drops. Okay, this is the first time that a task is not ending. Huh. What if I just say, oh, and I can't open, and now we're getting crazy. Alright, so my Windows bar is now frozen. That's cool. So that's probably why you don't spam that.